Hello, happy Wednesday, happy hump day, and happy almost here St. Patrick's Day. That's the reason why I'm wearing some festive green today. For those who celebrate March 17th as St. Patrick's Day, or if you just need a reason to drink green beer, whatever it may be. Um, I wish you all of the best and be safe. Anyhow, I am your mini medium on the A1R Psychic Radio and the always amazing and beautiful Moonstruck TV. And I hope you all are having a beautiful day, a wonderful start of, I guess we're in the middle of the week ish, right? So um, I seriously have so much going on this week. So bear with me if I'm a little bit scattered more than usual. I have a huge event coming this Saturday night that we're going to be doing at a fun bar here in Harriman, Utah called Redemption Bar and Grill. And I just get so excited. They have got me where I am there every third Saturday of every month. And it just so happens that this Saturday is the Saturday before St. Patty's Day. So it's going to be fun and I can't wait. I've got so many amazing things planned. So if you happen to be in Utah and you want to head to the Harriman area, come see me at Redemption Bar and Grill. And that's Saturday at 6:30 p.m. And that's here in Utah's Mountain Daylight Time now. We just went through daylight savings. And speaking of which, I'm still trying to catch up my 1 hour of lost sleep. So I need all of my beauty sleep. I'm telling you, I that 1 hour it's very, very important. So I feel like I'm always trying to catch up with sleep as is lately. Things have been very busy and very um, kind of you know all over and so much going on in my brain and my I feel like I just am constantly thinking about what's coming and what do I got to get ready. So I'm learning to be um, in a sense manifesting better home energy. So which I think we all go through those moments, right, of chaotic stress. And then we have to be mindful to slow down and take deep breaths, right? So I'm working on it, working on it. But anyhow, so I have been sitting here, and as usual, before I get on, I try to take some time to meditate and focus and really connect with whoever my callers are going to be. And if I'm feeling any spirits, if I have any loved ones in spirit that have been around me, and I've got other family stuff going on that has really weighed kind of heavy with me the last few days. So I'm not going to lie, it's been a little hard to focus and be grounded and centered. However, as I was sitting here and getting ready, and of course, we'll pull an affirmation card here. I've actually got two cards that I wanted to share, but um, I just listen and listen to the numbers as they come up. And I always thought, you know what, how interesting, if the number 17 popped up, because that's St. Patty's Day. And, I just kind of laugh. But no, it is not the 17. It is not St. Patty's Day number, but the number 23. So 23 came up just before my amazing producer hopped on to get us ready. And I thought, okay, well, I can't ignore it. So the number 23 is the number that somebody, or either my spirit guides or someone in spirit, is saying, this is me. 23 is going to connect with me. Now, that's either going to be the 23rd of a month, which would be, a birth date, a death date, an anniversary date. We could be connecting with 2023 and or the 23 occasionally, this would be um, where I connect with February 3rd, if that's a significant date, or this would be the age of 23. So that would be the age that possibly someone that has passed, they passed at that age, or um, they would be 23, you know, this year, how that connects. So we'll kind of see how that goes and flows with the night. But in the meantime, I'm going to quickly pull these the affirmation card, but also I have because we just are out of the new moon energy. I thought, let's pull really quickly. Let's pull an oracle card, which my oracle deck is Moonology, and I love this deck. So we'll see what comes about with those. So let me count this out really quick here, and we'll see what our affirmation is for today. Well, for the week, I would say for today. It's for the week. And hopefully this affirmation connects um, to some, if not all of you. I hope that we all can take something out of these affirmations. So, uh, wow, this is a beautiful card, and man, I'll tell you, it must be my guides in the universe going, Steph, you need to hear this more than anything, which happens a lot in readings. I'll be doing a reading and I'm giving, my client, they call them sitters, by the way, or the sitter, a reading and giving them some intuitive advice. And I pause for a moment. It's like my guides whisper or yell in my ear that I need to practice what I preach, listen to more of what I'm giving. That happens probably more often than I like sometimes. But anyhow, it's always meant to be there. There's signs that we need to pay attention to, right? So the affirmation, and again, this goes for everybody and for the week. And I hope that this card and this affirmation can really connect and resonate. So the affirmation says, every dark night must turn into a bright new morning. And I'll repeat it again. So every dark night must turn into a bright new morning. So that is very true, right? Um, it doesn't matter how how difficult that we are struggling, whether it's personal stuff, family stuff, or just struggling with how things are around the world, but looking at the positive, bright side that tomorrow, the new day, we can start fresh and we are blessed with having a new day, right? So look at that and kind of that mindset and perspective. And I'll tell you, it has worked amazing for myself. And also, I've watched how having that mindset has changed other people as well. So hopefully that will help you, whatever is going on out there for you. And let's see here. Now, I do want to pull this Moonology card, and I thought about pulling a card that's a new moon, but I thought, no, we're gonna pull just whatever card happens to pop up here. So, um, wow, I love this card too. So, again, hopefully you guys can take this affirmation, or I'm sorry, this oracle card. So the message for the oracle, this is full moon in Virgo. I love my Virgos out there. Shout out to the Virgos. Uh, this card says, oh, look how cute this is. I'll show on camera too. I just think it's kind of ironic that it's green because we're in St. Patty's Day week, but it says, you are good enough. So the beautiful oracle message with this beautiful goddess on here, green goddess, so pretty. Um, really just speaks for itself, right? So you are good enough. So stop letting other people tell you how you should feel or dictate your life, your value, because you are good enough. Period. End of story. Okay. All right, my friends. Well, I am looking forward to the calls as usual tonight. So I'm going to take my next, or my first caller, I should say. And Melissa, or Marissa is in Minnesota. Hi, Marissa. This is the mini
Hi
medium. How are
there.
you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Sure, of course, of course. How can I help you tonight?
So I've experienced a lot of loss, a lot, um, and most specifically, like my dad has passed. It'll be tomorrow. It'll be 17 years, and
Wow.
I've only had one dream ever, and I'm always just kind of like I think I'm just looking for some sort of connection or to know that he's still here. He passed when I was only 16, and I'm a grown woman now, and I think I'm just,
Sure.
yeah, just looking for any sort of like connection with him and let him know that like I'm just very missing him on his day tomorrow. I mean, every day, but tomorrow especially.
Sure. Sure. No, first, I'm sorry for your loss of your dad, and I I can, in a sense, relate. I lost my dad. My dad passed. Let's see, it's been 8 years now. It goes by,
Oh,
it goes by fast, but yet not. And um, before we know it, it's like, gosh, how did I live 8 years, without my dad, or for you being, 17 years, so. Um, but yeah, I know exactly what you mean, my friend, with, of course, missing them every day. And uh, so let me, I think this is so interesting because, as I was mentioning earlier, when as I'm connecting with all of my abilities and my gifts, I really pay attention to signs and numbers. And I chuckled and kind of giggled because the number 17 had come up. And I thought, gosh, am I just seeing that because we have St. Patrick's Day coming on Saturday or Sunday, excuse me. And I thought maybe that's just why. So I kind of dismissed it, but then you just saying
I
now that,
giggled at
your
that
dad,
too.
yeah, I thought, okay, maybe I was supposed to see it, and even doing this for 27 years, I still have my moments of questioning, and I shouldn't, but the human side does that. So we we just have to kind of forgive ourselves and learn and move on. But so without a doubt, for sure the 17 was meant to come up, and when you said that, I thought, okay, now it makes sense. Um, so what I'd love to do is really, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to count some cards out, and just to get some connection. Now, what I'm going to do too, I just had a little voice in my head, which is always my spirit guides and/or someone in the spiritual realm. But so for my producer Dave, he'll be listening. Dave, I'm going to just take Marissa's call tonight because I feel like we're going to need a little more time. So I'm going to just have you as my only caller tonight, okay? Um,
Oh,
because there's something sitting there, and the fact that you have your dad's anniversary tomorrow, of, his passing, and yeah, I think we will spend a little bit more time together. Okay.
thank you
Uh,
so much.
oh, yes, you're so welcome. Let's see. So I'm going to, what I like to do, I use tarot cards, but I really just like to use them as a guide or a tool, or really uh, what ends up happening is the cards are a really beautiful visual validation, for you to see, and for myself as well, of how they're going to connect with my abilities. So I don't really necessarily will sit and read the tarot, but I want to see how they're going to connect. So I'm going to pull a few cards for you here really quick and see what we can get. And okay, give your dad some time to step in, step forward, if he's going to come through for us tonight. Okay. All right, my friend. So, all right. So I pulled a couple cards. Now, um, I'm going to kind of, you're not going to hear me say much for a moment. What I'm doing is just really kind of quieting my mind and see if I can get much connection with anyone, but hopefully with dad. Okay. So
Okay.
give me just a moment here. Um, Now, this is already interesting. I'm all about numbers. I love numbers, numerology, very important in my readings. I pulled two
Mhm.
cards, just random, and the two cards that I pulled. One is number 7, the other is a number 8, which those two cards together, those two numbers equal 15. Now, I thought I heard you mention something about, was it the age of 15 when dad had passed?
I was 16, but I actually it's weird because 15 was when we really connected and got really close. So
Gotcha.
that definitely could be it. And that was, yeah, we really connected at 15. He was really out of my life and I was in and out, kind of troubled relationship with the parents, with my mom and him, and so it just he just wasn't around as much. But 15, I just we connected and bonded, and I lived with him for a while, and
Oh,
then
good.
you know only was able to
Yeah.
be with him for really only about a year.
Okay. Okay. Well, that would make a lot of sense why that number just resonated right offhand. So, all right. I'm going to also now, uh, do you connect with that number 23 I was mentioning earlier? With this,
A lot. That's
oh,
it's like it's my mom. My mom is the 23rd. My stepdad is the 23rd. My brother is the 23rd. I was supposed to get married to my late fiance who passed on the 23rd. So it's very
wow.
23 also meant a lot to me as well. So when you said those two numbers, 17 and 23 together, I just kind of was just laughing because I was like, oh, well, that just it stood out a lot.
I love that. And wow, it gave me just chills everywhere. And these are the things that, and the signs that we can't ignore. These are the signs that are what, our guides or our loved ones in spirit will give us, to either validate who we are, who they are, or what we're doing in here in the physical world. Or sometimes those numbers are there'll be some special connection or meaning between just the two of you, or however that comes together. So no coincidences in life whatsoever. I love that. So without a doubt, my friend, the 17 very much connecting with dad, the 23 connecting, with many things, especially, when you mentioned that you were going to be married, and I'm so sorry for the loss that of your fiance. Man, you're right. You've had many, my friend, many, and you're too dang young. I can just feel your energy, and um, just too dang young. Um, so very well could make sense why I needed to have you be my only caller tonight, because you had so much energy coming in and so many souls starting to step forward. And I knew there was a reason for it. Um, so a couple things I wanted to mention, and also tell you what else I may be getting if this is dad. But uh, Oftentimes I will have clients say, my mom or my dad or whoever, when they first passed away within the first couple of years, I really had all the signs. I dreamt of them. I felt like they were always with me. I was getting the feeling or whatever it may be. And then as we move on through life, we start to think, gosh, they're not there as much, or I'm not having the dreams, or I'm not seeing the signs. And then we start to question, well, where did they go? Are they not with me? And for one, they're always around. You just have to ask for them to be there. Um, the reason that you start to have those feelings of kind of disconnect is really because our loved ones in spirit just they don't want us to um, live in that deep grief, and they don't want to be that constant reminder of their passing. So what they do in essence is they maybe don't give us you know uh, all those signs and symbols. So pay attention still but just know that there's a reason and they're doing that to take care of us, to help us. Um, and I'm the same way. My mom passed 11 years ago, and I don't see or feel my mom as much as I used to, but I know she's there. So that was one thing I wanted to mention. The other, uh, the other thing I was getting, which I think is absolutely beautiful, um, your dad keeps showing me, and I keep getting, which is just very interesting. So it's a pretty good big size number. But I just got 56, 5 and 6. Um, so this is either the year 1956, the age of 56.
No, he was really, really young when he died. He was 34. Um,
He was 34. Okay.
mhm.
Okay.
That might have
So then,
been it might have been close to the age that my grandma was when he passed. That kind of sounds familiar, maybe.
okay.
I'll have to think
Okay.
about that one more.
Okay, that's okay. Um, yeah, think on that. And now, being that that's such a large number too, this can be connected. Oftentimes, souls will do this too. But the 5 and the 6, it could be May 6th. Again, there's a date. Uh, but I also felt like that this was connecting to the number 11, which 6 plus 5 is
You
11. But
you said May
they'll do
you
that.
said May 6th?
May 6th. Yes.
May 6th my will be my 10 year sober like from and I'm in recovery. My 10 year sober day is May 6th.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, my friend. Okay. Um, well, here's yeah, incredible. Incredible. I knew this is your dad showed me that now, which I very much feel this is dad, if not many others on the other side that you have here. Um, but this would be their way of number one, validating that as a very special date, very important date, obviously. And congratulations, by the way. Um, I knew you and I knew there was we had a lot in common. And maybe offline we can chat. The relationship with your dad, your 10 year sobriety, just we have a lot in common. That's why you were meant to be with me tonight, but also why I felt like there was so much coming in. But more importantly, my friend, this is your dad's way of validating that date and just what a huge celebration and how proud he is of you, hon. How proud. I can feel that overwhelming just warmness of being so proud. Um, I don't get numbers this big often unless it's a date or there's a very significant age. Um, so May 6th being your anniversary. And the fact that it's a milestone, right? It being a 10 year, that's big. That's a big
Yeah,
milestone. Mm,
it is.
That's
Yeah.
incredible. Absolutely
It's
incredible.
amazing.
Uh, I love it. Well, and that's what that's what they do. That's how our loved ones want to make sure that you don't question if they're ever around, or doubt that they're there. Sometimes it takes these little, well, I didn't say little, these big reminders, but just, making sure that you and I got connected tonight. Um, and then also wanting to make sure we validated some very important dates through these numbers. Um, and The other thing, too, I know I've got about 2 minutes left in my show, but the other thing that I'm getting that I really feel this is right. I feel like this can very well be from eh, possibly your fiance, um, because the minute we talked about your sobriety and we mentioned that date, um, he, I immediately heard uh, to also tell you how proud, but then also that there was an overwhelming sense of wanting to tell you how sorry. I just kept hearing him say, "Tell her I'm sorry I didn't make it to that point." Do you understand that? Okay.
My fiance died from an overdose 6 years ago. Um,
Oh,
it'll be 6 years in April, and he didn't make it and we tried to get sober together, and he helped me get sober, and I got sober, and he didn't. And that yeah, that was. So thank you so much for that.
Oh my gosh, you're so welcome, hon. You know, I I truly believe in, amazing, timing, divine timing, and you know, uh, I would absolutely love. I've got probably about a minute left, but um, if you go and check out my Facebook page, it's Mini Medium, just like my show, and shoot me a message. Um, I just want to have a little offside chat with you. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh my gosh, me too, hon. Me too. Well, it's been a pleasure, and thank you so much for calling in. And I'm so happy that we got these beautiful connections, and I can't wait to talk to you soon.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate everything. I'm in tears. You hit everything.
Well, hopefully happy tears.
Yeah, happy tears, happy tears. Thank you so much.
Good. All right, honey, you're so welcome. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good night.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, guys, that goes by so fast. I know just the one caller, but it was so needed tonight. So I will see you guys next week, same place, same time. Have a great, great week. Bye, guys.